A man stalked a drunk woman around Holland Village for 45 minutes, and later raped her while she was unconscious in her own home. Today, that man has been sentenced to 15 years in jail and 12 strokes of the cane. This case has shaken many in Singapore, not just because of the crime itself, but because of how long he waited, and how carefully he targeted someone who could not protect herself. The offender, 42-year-old Danabalan Fok Jin Jin, followed the victim and her friend through Holland Village back in 2021. She had been out celebrating her birthday and was extremely drunk. The court later ruled she was far too intoxicated to give consent to anything. Desperate to get home, and rejected by multiple taxis, the two women eventually accepted a ride from Fok and his friend, 36-year-old Lee Kit. CCTV showed the two men trailing the women from 10:45 to 11:30 at night before the group entered the car. Inside the car, the victim vomited and fell asleep. That should have been the end of the story: bring her home safely, leave, and walk away. Instead, things took a horrifying turn. At the condominium, Lee used the victim's access card to open the gate. Inside her home, while the victim was unconscious, both men assaulted her. Fok raped her. Lee digitally assaulted her. Her friend, asleep beside her, was not harmed. Later, audio from Fok's in-car camera caught him describing the assault as SHOCKS, openly treating the entire act as enjoyable. When the case went to trial, Fok's story changed again and again. At first he denied everything. Then he claimed the woman had kissed him. Then he said she stroked his thigh. Each time, the court found his stories unbelievable. Justice Valerie Thean said his shifting accounts reflected a guilty conscience. The evidence showed he was the one lying in wait, and she was far too drunk to even stay awake, let alone consent. After leaving the scene, the two men even discussed whether they might get into trouble. Then Fok realized he left his phone inside the victim's home, and both men went back to retrieve it. By then, the victim had woken up, felt her body on fire, and had already called the police. Justice Thean said the violation was even worse because the men used her access card to enter her home, a place meant to be safe. The court sentenced Fok to 15 years jail, 12 strokes of the cane, and more than $18,000 in compensation. Lee had already been jailed in 2024 and caned for molesting the same woman. This case raises a hard question for everyone in Singapore. When someone is drunk, vulnerable, and stranded, how do we make sure they are protected from people who pretend to help, but are waiting to harm? Thank you for watching 2230. If you find our reporting meaningful, do like, share and subscribe to help us grow.